Hey everybody, what's good? This is your girl, I am the Bronze Goddess, and this is Strawberry Letter number 22. This is Brokenhearted, life's not over, I can start again. I'm gonna go ahead and get right into it. That's right, it's Brokenhearted number 22, that's deuce deuce. Let the here it goes, okay? I have recently broken up with my boyfriend again, and this time I'm fighting my heart to make it stick. Sometimes your heart says yes, but your head knows better. I've been with this guy for 5 years, basically since I was 18. We started dating after 2 months of talking. Everything was cool for the first year, and then our relationship took a nosedive. I realized we really didn't have that much in common. He would do things that made me feel like he was cheating. For example, one time I was supposed to go to work, but we were overstaffed, so they sent me home. I decided to go to his place to watch the football game, but he was ignoring me. When I confronted him, he said, "Technically, you're not supposed to be here." And before then, I saw him hug this girl around. She hugged him around her neck, and he hugged her around her waist. I still slapped myself for not breaking up with him then on the spot, but he said there was nothing going on between him and the girl. There were instances where he would tell other women in my presence that she was beautiful beyond belief. What? Then there was New Year's where he refused to go out with me because I initially refused, mainly because there was going to be a lot of guys there. However, since the situation had changed and it was only going to be him and one other friend, I didn't see a reason why I shouldn't go. But he said no and went out with just him and his friend, and I had to spend New Year's alone by myself. I felt so humiliated. When I finally got into my head to break up with him for the 10th time in our 5-year relationship, he made it seem like I was a horrible person for blowing things out of proportion. He told me he loved me and that we were supposed to get married. He even gave me a promise ring a year before. But I had made up in my mind I needed someone that was going to respect me 100% of the time. Someone who wasn't crippled by his decisions because he's a mama's boy. Someone who is financially responsible. Someone who is here because he decided to go to school 700 miles away, putting a strain on our relationship. My main issue is that I know this guy is bad news, but he was basically my first and only serious lover, and it's hard to move on. I don't know what to do or how to move on. I feel broken down, and the only thing keeping me from going back to him is my pride. Please help. Wow. That was a mouthful. I try to read these things fast because they're like super long. So let's get down into business. You guys know that my advice comes straight, no chaser, and I try to give it to you the best way that I can. It's not always wrapped up in your favorite color bow, but it's always coming from a place of love. And I'm gonna be real honest with you too. You said he goes to school 700 miles away. Sometimes he's cool with you, sometimes he's not. Things like that. Tried to go out by himself on New Year's Eve. Only single men go out by themselves on New Year's Eve. If you got a lady in your life and you love her and you're both available on New Year's Eve, you hang out together. Him going to school 700 miles away means he's probably cheating on you. But you are his main chick. I'm gonna keep it real. I'm gonna keep it funky. Okay? You are his main chick. I don't doubt he loves you. He probably does love you, but I don't think that means he's faithful. He's a young man. You guys are both young. And the same way, like he said, you're technically not supposed to be here. You go to watch him play football. And a girl is hugging him around his neck, and he's hugging her around the waist. That's an intimate hug. When friends hug, when it's a guy and a girl, they hug like this, and the bodies never really touch because it's kind of awkward. But they're hugging like you would hug your man. You would hug him like that. You see what I'm saying? Then he's ignoring you in front of... Girl, please, okay? Girl, I think he's cheating on you. Probably cheating on you with that same girl. He tried to play you off. He probably told her you were a friend. I bet he didn't hug you or kiss you or anything like that. No, because he don't want to give the secret away. When you're not around, he's probably playing you. So you're asking me how you're going to get over him? Think about the fact that he's probably playing you. And that's going to help you get over him. I don't think that he's faithful. Never. I'm not saying that I don't think he loves you or cares about you or that he even is serious about wanting to marry you. But the fact that you're not there and there's so much temptation and you keep breaking up with him, I bet every time you guys are broken up, he moves fast to move on. He's young. He's young. And the fact that, I mean, it's so many little clues in here. The fact that he went out with his friend on New Year's Eve, come on. You told him you would roll, but you rather roll with another dude than roll with your girl? Girl. You rather roll with another dude than be with your girl. Something don't sound right. Normally, if it walks like a duck and talks like a duck, it's normally a duck. And like I said, I believe that he is cheating on you. Not necessarily, he don't have to go all the way, but he's definitely talking to other girls. They may not know he has a girlfriend, because sometimes some men feel like out of sight, out of mind. You're not there 100% of the time. Sometimes you get a little lonely. Sometimes he might get a little bit lonely, and he may have a friend. But you don't hug friends like that. If I have a male friend, for one, I barely even want to hug any other dude besides my husband. And for two, when I'm hugging you like this. I'm not all on you. Please, I would never be hugging a man all around his neck, holding on to him. He hugging me around my waist. My husband hugs me like that. No other man. I'm telling you, you could learn a lot from that hug. They're very close to each other. The hug felt natural. And then you're not supposed to be there is what he told you? Who cares if I'm supposed to be there? I'm your girl. Tell that girl to get off you. You see what I'm saying? I think he's cheating on you. And I think the best way for you to get over him is to realize that, to understand that. No matter what he says, what did you see? How did you feel when he told you that you wasn't supposed to be there? How'd you feel? What man says that? What man on New Year's Eve rather hang out with his boy than with his girl? I think he's cheating on you. I honestly do. And I think he feels like out of sight, out of mind. And you don't need somebody like that. You need somebody who's going to be faithful to you when you're right there and be faithful when you're not. You got to be able to trust him. And if you feel in your heart that you already know, from the sound of the letter, you don't trust him. If you don't trust him, then you don't need to be with him. You shouldn't have doubts about your mate, especially if you're thinking about marrying him. You can't marry somebody with these kind of doubts. And so if you know you ain't going to marry him and that's ultimately what you want, then why even date him if you can't trust him? Okay? Just like people say you can't turn a you-know-what into a housewife, you can't turn a dog into a good man. He's got to want to change on his own. And I feel like he's doing some shady things, and I think that it's wise for you to get out now. I know you care about him. You've been with him for a long time. But just the thing that gets me when people say, oh, I've been with him for a long time, I don't want to move on. Okay, well, you're still young. Your life is not over. You got plenty of time. You will find love again. Not right away. I don't suggest you try to jump into anything right away. But eventually you'll find love that's going to be real. That you're going to trust the person when you're not around. They're going to want you around. They're going to tell other girls, hey, don't be hugging me like that. I got a girlfriend. Or I want to hang out with you. I want to spend quality time with you. New Year's Eve it's kind of a big deal, at least for me. Because to me, I love New Year's Eve. I think it's kind of a sentimental thing. And normally you want to spend it with the people that you love or the person that you love. And the fact that he didn't, it's kind of a bad sign. But yeah, I think you should get out now. Pray about it. Pray God gives you strength. Move on. Hang out with your girls. Focus on you. Do you. Don't worry about men right now. When the right man comes along, he'll come along. But don't force it. If you try to make this work knowing that you have all these doubts, you're forcing it. You can't force a round hole into a square peg into a round hole. If it doesn't fit, he must have quit. I mean, well, you know what I mean. If it doesn't fit, you can't make it. You know, love is only great when it comes natural. You're never supposed to force love. And you're never supposed to love somebody more than you love yourself. And letting him get away with any of this and letting him treat you like this is loving him more than you love yourself. I don't love anybody besides my daughter more than I love myself. I'm not going to let you treat me too bad. I'm not going to let you mistreat me because I love me too much. I can't let you do that to me. I love me. I'm not going to let you treat me like this. What do you mean you don't want me to go? You rather hang out with your boy? What? And let all this go? See, that's your first sign. Anyway, I love you. I'm praying for you. Ladies and gentlemen, if you have been in her situation, please leave her video responses and all that good stuff. Questions, comments, all that stuff. Just post it below. Help this young girl out. And I will see you, ladies and gentlemen, in the next video. I'm praying for you, girl. You can get over this, okay? I know it's a heartbreak, but it's not over. Life goes on. You will find love, real love. Real love. Love that isn't ashamed. Love should never be ashamed. Love should be beautiful, no matter who sees it, who knows it. You should be proud to show off the person that you love. All right? I will see you, ladies and gentlemen, in the next video. Till next time. Later, divas and dudes. Deuces.